Welcome back to Dynamite City. We're gonna
Now a musical.
We're gonna kill Andrew's ghost crush, stick him in a painting. He's gonna have to watch.
Well, to be fair, you have to kill a regular bottle of crush. Wait for it to come back, and then you can have a ghost crush.
That's not my tattoo set. Here we go. We are gonna get flagged for this little tune.
Let's see if Joe knows what theme this is, because she then asks you what it is. I know the answer.
Castlevania.
Which is it, Joe?
But you're asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna say the second one.
Yep.
Yeah, it was the one that I picked.
No one.
Oh, I knew that.
Then you do this, and then she's...
So if you get it wrong, does she like it pissed?
No, she's... no, I think she just attacks you for life points. She attacks your life points directly.
Why isn't she doing that anyway?
This seems pretty simple.
Because she's not a toon. Only toons can attack your life points directly.
And that's why they were kind of OP as shit.
Were they banned?
No, because you needed to have Toon World on the field for them to even be on the field.
Could they block attacks?
Yes, they could. They just couldn't. They just attack directly, and if they destroyed Toon World, you were fucked because the Toons would go with it.
But what if it was removed from play? Would they stay out?
No, it had to be on the field.
Got your waifu.
So I was reading...
Although there were I think that later on they added other ways to bring the Toons out.
So yeah, this morning I was reading about what the 1,000 Dies Restrict did, and I'm like, that shit had to have been banned, and it was.
Well, 1,000 Eyes Restrict was only banned because of a combination with two other cards. Boom, so there was this card, and for those of you who don't know, we're making fun of Yu-Gi-Oh! And now actually just discussing it. Because we are all massive nerds.
You can see us from nerd space.
We should have said that on the first episode.
We should
No, we had to lure them in.
Had to trick them into thinking we were cool dudes.
We got them now.
Now they think we're cool dudes, and now they're stuck. They're already hooked on the Dark Cloud 2.
So you were saying about the 1,000 Dies
So 1,000 Eyes Restrict is technically very difficult to get on the field. Because it's a fusion monster.
But it's a one-star monster.
It's a one-star monster, and there were cards that you could... I can't remember the name of the card, but there was a card that you could take a fusion monster from your deck and swap it with a monster with the same star cost. Now, funny thing about this card called Scapegoats.
Put 4 of them out there.
It created 4 Scapegoat tokens that were... I think like 0, 1,000
You want to kill
defense
the other
monsters.
ghosts first, because they bring more
They bring in food.
Okay, so
So you
while
could
this
just turn a scapegoat token into 1,000 Eyes Restrict, and then you won the game.
Because 1,000 Eyes Restrict could not be destroyed directly, because it would just destroy your monster.
What happened with 1,000 Eyes Restrict is you do something to damage 1,000 Eyes Restrict. If you had a monster on the field, 1,000 Eyes Restrict then took it.
Thank you. I now am that monster. If you attack me, you lose.
You lose that monster, and I just get a new one. So the problem with 1,000 Eyes Restrict was he could do that at any time. So no matter what happened, you couldn't kill him unless he was the only thing left on the field. Or you committed an entire board wipe.
I like board wipes.
I still like board
Oh,
wipes.
my favorite thing in the TCG was when you had white hole. It's like, I play black hole. I play white hole.
White hole.
Goodbye. Was there a combination black hole and, like, because that kills all the monsters. Was there a thing that just wiped the field?
Probably.
Because I was reading on some of the banned cards, I'm like, I played with that.
I played 1,000 Eyes Restrict. I ran a straight up Maximilian Pegasus deck. Because I liked the Toon monsters and I liked 1,000 Eyes Restrict.
So you must have not been fun playing.
No, the problem is it was a fun deck, but it was easy to beat.
With anything like Mystical Space Type.
Yep. Well.
And that is a card you should have maximum number of.
Which is 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's really good.
a lot of cards were limited to one, partly because... Alright, so the obvious ones were, what, Mystical Space Typhoon,
A quick play spell card that might as well have been a trap that could destroy any trap or magic card on the
There
field.
was Magical Space Typhoon, there was the other one that removed all of the spells and traps.
Harpy's Feather Dust.
No. That one wasn't, because that one wasn't as good, that other flower. But there was one that just got rid of all spells and traps coming around the field.
Jinzo?
No, it was a spell. Although Jinzo was also limited to one for a while.
Was there like 200 different Jinzos?
Eventually.
Yeah, there's the Jinzo series with Amplifier and other Jinzos.
I can't remember now.
You're getting bronze, you fat fuck.
Now, to be honest,
Space Typhoon.
I only played Yu-Gi-Oh! By myself, and even I figured out the Cyberstein Megamorph combination, and I won every battle first turn.
Shit. That was a banned card very quickly. And I love the... Alright, so...
You have to hump it from the front. Ooh, diamond.
One of the funniest things about Cyberstein is it was an incredibly rare card.
Really?
Yes. So, what ended up happening was,
Before it got banned.
before
it was
it got
expensive.
banned, it was about $800.
Jesus.
Which is hilarious because it dropped like a sack of shit.
Once
Now,
was
it was still very rare, but nobody wanted it.
because you can't use it.
Because you couldn't use it in any tournament, so only collectors were
Do
interested.
you know what Cyberstein does, John?
No clue.
It has the effect where you sacrifice 5,000 life points and can summon any fusion monster onto the field. Great synergy with Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, 4,500 attack. Megamorph. If your life points are lower than theirs, double the attack of the monster that you equip this to. If your life points are more than theirs, halve it. So you are now 5,000 life points down with a 9,000 attack monster on the field.
And you start with 8,000.
So, hey Joe. Like Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it quiet. I don't know Yu-Gi-Oh! At all. I used to play it. Can't really add it on to this conversation.
Well, how about that Magic the Sphinx? How about that? You're nothing.
Don't just shoe it.
We have to shoe it in so hard.
You Joe even play Magic?
Yeah.
I play. I'm very.
Everyone
Magic.
on the couch plays Magic.
Very much. I mean,
For those of you who can't see the couch,
It's
I'm the only
everybody
one
with
here
him.
that doesn't play Magic. Mostly because I don't have...
For those of you who can see the couch, get out of our apartment.
Well, that would be all of us.
Yeah, maybe everybody.
Yeah.
There's
Until I started listing my Magic cards on Card Shark,
Oh yeah, you were saying you made like $9,000.
I made almost $100. So that's good.
Okay, you made 9,000 Jamaican
Which is
dollars.
pretty cool. So
I should start doing
dabble.
When I went to Jamaica and I was younger, they told me that you could buy like $100 for $20. I was young. I was 4. I thought I'd figured out how to make infinite money.
You know,
I thought the same thing yesterday.
I was actually having that thought. I was playing Order of the Stick, and there comes a point where you have to go to Canada, and you actually have to worry about converting your money to Canadian money. And I was thinking how neat it would be to have a game where that was like, when you went to the different towns, you would have the exchange rates, and if you did it right, you could theoretically make money on the exchanges by like buying items. Sort of.
Some games have different items sell for different amounts at different
At different
stores.
stores, yeah.
Like, I think one of the Tales games, depending on what's going on in your area and the war, weapons or food would either cost more or less.
And,
There's a thing like that in Pirates.
yep,
You can just play the whole game as a trader.
I do. Which is why I don't think it would be interesting to watch on the show, because of how I play it.
Which is why if we play on the show, I'm playing it. And
you're
we're
in the right
sinking
spot.
every... No, I'm going to do it.
Water the plants?
Yeah.
Because that's the thing you do.
But, what was I saying?
Something about,
Being a
economics.
trader and...
Yeah, I just thought it would be neat, like, and the more I think about it, yeah, there are games that sort of do it. Oh, that's what I was going to, because you had asked if people did that in real life, and there actually is speculation on foreign currency markets.
Oh yeah, in Maple Story there were main stores that everything cost the normal amount, but occasionally in dungeons there would be like a gumball machine or a guy that set up a little stand, and he would charge you fuck tons of money.
Could you sell things to the gumball machine?
I don't know.
I guess Benson wasn't buying.
Benson was not.
But anyways, the stuff would cost like 3 times as much, and I'm like, I will pay that because it's a long trek back to town.
Yep.
And I'll probably lose all that health on the way back.
It's kind of like the flight paths in WoW. Everyone knows they're bullshit. Because you can just walk there for free. But nobody wants to do that because it takes forevers.
How much?
And then flying mounts happened.
And flying mounts happened. And I still took flight paths because I am that lazy.
Well, yeah. Then you gotta manually fly there. If you take a flight path, you can just walk away for a minute.
Do something else. Especially if you're taking a flight path to somewhere where you can't get ganked.
Also, another MMO that I played was Dream of Mirror Online, where what you could do is you could bring up the big old map, you could click where you wanted to go, and they would automatically track that way and attempt to dodge monsters.
I've heard of a couple of, yeah. RuneScape's the one I was thinking of, because I'm like, I've done that.
But they also had flying, not so much mounts, but flying weapons, where you surfed on your weapon.
Oh my god, I want
Which
to
was
do that.
funny
Wow.
because some of the weapons didn't make sense, like boxing gloves. Surfing on the
How
box.
do you surf with boxing gloves
Hell
on?
yeah.
Well, you put them on your feet, silly.
You remember RuneScape, right, Joe?
Oh yes.
I remember you and Alex were way into that, and I was like,
Yeah, I don't know why.
to be fair, it's an MMO.
One thing I remember in particular was being like where all the chickens spawned, and like just picking their feathers and then selling them. Like hours, just wasted hours. Just picking feathers.
I remember getting up early in the. I remember getting up early in the morning before school to go on RuneScape and pick flags for money. Oh my god, it was so dumb.
Yeah, that was not a good time. Then I would, once I was a higher level, I would like just wait in like the noob spawn area, wherever that was. I'd be like, hey guys, I'll take you, I don't know, just saying I'll take them somewhere, like to help them out if you're new to the next city. And they're like, okay. And I said, I'll pay you, stuff like that, if you help me out with something. I would just say some bullshit line to get them into the player versus player zone.
And then murder.
Slowly walk through it, and they're like, what? I don't like this place. And I'm like, we gotta walk through it, it'll be really quick, just stay by me and we won't.
So you were a dick, you say?
Yeah, and then I would just fucking murder them.
You murder them and take their stuff.
Take their stuff and then go back and do it again. I was not a good person.
Where do I go from here?
And it's still going strong, apparently.
Well, you want to go back to the kitchen and go through the flaming door now that you can put
Now
it
you
out
can
with
put
the
the fire out. Yep.
Then you have to get the dog.
See,
Wrong way.
all I really remember from my early time of WoW, besides just playing for hours to level up, all I remember is how I paid for most of my shit.
Money.
I was Alliance. So, prepare your hate mails, or whatever it is you
Yeah, for
order.
some reason everyone's like, the opposite faction is the gayest.
Do we have a P.O. box?
Can we get a PO box?
Can we get actual mail?
Yeah.
We should.
Yes. Can we get like
Once we
letters?
get enough fans, I plan on that.
Yes.
So,
Until that's in the Joe's house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do my address. Comments below.
so what happened was...
You can find my
The
mailing
Alliance-
address in the comments section.
The,
Wait, that door.
I think you already put it out.
Yeah, you're good now.
So, the...
No, this is the fucking plant I have to water.
No, that's the plant you have to water several times throughout the game. And then at the end it spits out a gold diamond. Anyway.
So, being the Alliance, we had access to, like, the Horde and the Alliance had different access to vanity pets. So, one of the things that the Alliance could get that the Horde couldn't was kittens.
Kittens?
This white kitten. The only place you could get the white kitten was, there was this little kid.
Mr. Bojangles.
This little kid who would walk around Stormwind. And he would only spawn every couple of hours. And when he spawned, you could get a kitten. And he'd only
By
sell-
killing him.
He'd only sell,
secretly a kitten.
if he'd only sell, I think, 2 every like 4 to 8 hours. And I had an add-on that, like, based on his last spawn, or my best estimate of his last spawn, would tell me when he should start popping back up. So
you're that dick.
I bought and sold like 500 kittens.
All right, finish your story, because after this we fight Bog.
That's the story.
That's the story.
That's how I paid for everything. I ran the
Black
kitten
market.
black market in WoW.
All right, join us next time when we fight my favorite boss, Bob.